Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lockport High School for boys lacrosse here on WNY Athletics. Tonight we got the Lockport Lions against the Will North Spartans. In a beautiful day, the weather has finally turned, and we're at this beautiful new complex here in Lockport. Starting lineups being made right now. Alongside me is Jeremy Murphy. Jeremy played at Herkimer College and the University of Massachusetts, coached with Team England, founded the men's lacrosse team at Mercyhurst, part of the Penn State coaching staff. Also helped out at Amherst and Sweet Home head coach in the past. Jeremy, welcome to WNY Athletics for your first lacrosse game. How are you today?
Very excited to be here. Beautiful day in Western New York, and excited for a good day of lacrosse, that is for sure. So thank you for having me, and for my first experience, I appreciate being here with North and Lockport. Thank you.
So Class C matchup, Lockport coming in at 2-3, Will North at 4-2. All right, so we'll start with the road team. What are we looking at here for Will North here today and this afternoon?
Well, Will North has been a program that works very hard in the offseason. They bring a lot to the table. They are very quick off the face-offs. Their midfielders have been doing a lot of their scoring, but their attack has been their power that they have been driving on for several years. And their defense, on their defensive end, they have some players that have really got some good extension onto the arms and checking hands and not letting guys get free. And their goalie, Gavin, he has been incredible in certain times this year, and he is a player that I had would be firing on in practice, and he is one that just consistently loves to be taking hard shots and works extremely hard. So I expect a lot out of this North team today, and we'll see where it goes.
Now, how about for Lockport? They're coming in at 2-3. A little bit of struggle with scoring goals, but they're the home team. What are you seeing from them today?
Well, talking to the coach earlier before the game, it sounds like their face-off guy he's put a lot of reliance on. He is a strong player who, seems to have about 70% win percentage. We were talking about his goalie. He's been doing the best that he can to get that out there. But as far as their team, they're trying to get a momentum into this season so that they can have some success. They do have some goal scorers here that I see. Keegan and Logan, number 14 and 30, that are leading goal scorers and have been doing a lot on the offensive side of the field. So we'll see where this goes today. We're excited for a great game here in the beautiful sunshine of Western New York. I think it might be the first time we've had some sun in a while. So.
Yeah, it sure feels good. The goalies for the Lions, Dylan Martin, and the goalie for Will North today, Gavin Miller, is 50 saves and 117 shots that he's faced, and Dylan Martin 39 of 50. And we talked about Will North here as we were just about getting going. Matt Jones, look out for him, 23 goals. Jacob Parsons with 9, and Pastor with 8, Messler with 9. And then we talked about with Lockport, they got a couple good goal scorers too. So let's see who's going to get off to the right start with the first goal, as Mason Hale will be taking the face-off for Lockport here today. 12-minute quarters. And thank you for joining us here for Boys Lacrosse on WNY Athletics on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon. And Hale fighting for it. And loose ball taken in by Lockport. And that's finally going to be turned over, and the ball's going to go out of bounds. So a quick turnover there.
Yep, a nice check there by number 11, and that's a good turnover. They're trying to clear the ball. They'll bring it in here with number 7.
Jake Folster.
Yeah, and we'll see what they do with this clear.
So Folster gets over the line here. It goes over to midfield. Was pressured in the beginning, but they're going to set up here for the Spartans' first possession. There's a quick shot and a save, and a nice save by Dylan Martin. Shot came from long range as the Lions try to find some space here in the left side, and ball's turned over, and a nice steal there by Welgos. And he's got it here, and he's going to get it back over to the goalie, Gavin Miller. And now they're going to bring it up on the left side.
Yeah, they like to clear it up on that far side. A lot of traffic comes in on the subbing end where the teams are, so they like to clear it up on that opposite side so they're not hitting traffic.
Mckee with a nice pass and a save, and that shot
2 nice saves.
Was from Jones. Jones with the 23 goals nearly came close.
Nice save there by the goalie. That's 2 nice starting saves, which puts some wind in the sails. Good clear.
And Anzalone has it behind the net, trying to pick it up, and he does. And a whistle, and it's going to be a turnover here, and it goes back to the Spartans. So what was the call there?
Looks like it may have been a push. I'm not quite sure. They didn't clarify it. Didn't see the signal. But a quick turn. They tried to get the ball quick in play, and here they come. Right up the field. Good clear.
So Spartans trying to set it up here as a shot. That one gets
Another
blocked.
save.
Rebound, and finally taken in there by Martin. So a couple good looks here for the Spartans.
Matt Mergler, number 30, with that shot. Gets the ball, comes around.
And a goal. Off the turnover that was scored by Matt Mergler. And Mergler, who has 9 goals, gets one on the board. And about a minute 45 in, and the Spartans get on the board first.
Yeah, Matt is a player that has come a long, long way. His stick skills, working to get better over the last few years, and it's great to see that he's starting to become the leading scorer or one of the top leading scorers on the team, and puts the Spartans up 1-0.
So Hale again taking the face-off here for Lockport. 2 of their face-off men's for Will North are Chalmers and Mckee. Loose ball. And kept in for a second. I think it's still in.
Still in play?
Yep, Will North is going to take it. Knocked off the ball. They're fighting for it was Condi. Still on the ground. And Lockport's finally going to get it with Hale. And he's going to lose it right back to Condi. Condi gets hit off the ball. And good defense here around midfield. McDermott. And just trying to get possession here. Ball still in for the second. They keep it in, and
Looks
the
like
ref's
Green
going
stepped on the line.
Yeah, that's going to be a turnover, so Lions will get the ball here with Hale. Hale, their face-off man. And Zaloni. All right, so here's a good chance here, Jeremy, for Lockport to get a good look here down 1-0.
Yeah, they're going to try and settle the ball here a little bit. Get everyone a touch, settle down, maintain possession, and get everyone to calm their nerves a little bit and see if they can get one on the board.
Logan Wolf to Hale. Wolf, he can score. He's far out there right now to Hale. Everything keeping to the outside.
Nice grab there by number 30.
So let's talk about the defense here that they're playing. Is it more as a man-to-man? Is it a zone?
No, they're man-to-man and good pressure, and they will clear it. That's north ball going down.
Yeah, so the turnover.
Yep, that was good pressure on the hands there, which forced an error in the feed. And now let's see what they do. They're going to run it out.
So they're going to bring it up here on the left side. They got that 1-goal lead here, a goal from Mergler. And that's McDermott. Simbala. Ball in the corner. And they're going to set up behind the net. Simbala's got it again, trying to go 1v1.
Good defense.
And he kicks it back out. It's Brennan McDermott up top. Now here's a chance. And the shot goes wide, but it's still kept in, though. That was from Gavin Kreutzer. There's a shot and a goal. That one bounced in.
Matt Jones.
Matt Jones again. So Jones has 2. And you can see how he's got 20. He had 23, now 25 goals going into this game.
Yeah, Jones was a player last year that was, I believe, the second leading scorer, if I remember correctly, and was a player that they could really depend on. And this year has really risen and filled that gap for some of the players that had left. And he has definitely proved that with now 24 goals, 2 assists. He's their finisher and a guy they depend on getting it in the back of the net.
Face off, still on the ground, controlled, still on the ground. Lockport's finally going to pick this one up, and they're going to go forward with it. And that was Hudson Coakley was fighting for it. The ball's going to be kicked, and it's going to be going back to the Lions.
Malka had good pressure on the hands there, number 18.
So Hale's going to get it to Hunter Coakley. Coakley still has it. Trying to find some space. He does. And he's going to get knocked off the ball. And the ball's going to go right to Miller. And he's going to slow everything down. So just a really good defense here for the first 5 minutes from the Spartans.
Yes, number 15 Matt Harris just made a really nice slide there to stop that. He split those two defenders and went, and he met him as he was coming through.
Here's Folster. He gives it up. There's a good chance. And that shot's going to go wide. That was off the stick of Adam Molka.
Nice save by the goalie.
And just nicely controlled there by Martin.
So now they got a set clear. They're going to try and work it up the field. And good pressure by the Spartans.
Yeah, Coakley's pass, that one sailed out of bounds. He was trying to get it to Hudson Coakley. So you have Hunter Coakley and Hudson Coakley. Number 4 and number 7. There's Pastor. He's got the ball for the Spartans, gets it down low. That's Parsons. He can score too. Is swinging the ball around. No shot clock. Do you ever wish there was a shot clock in field lacrosse?
Well, there's definitely a debate on that. That was a nice feed right there.
That shot goes wide.
There is a debate on that, and they want that in the high school game for sure. And it's whatever goes on in college definitely comes down into the high school ranks. It'll definitely happen at some point. Good backup by Mergler, number 30 there. That'll stave Spartan ball.
Yeah, Milka took the shot. So they're going to reset here with Jacob Parsons.
Yeah, Parsons is definitely a threat. He has got a great outside shot. When he split dodges and goes and pulls that trigger, he has got a threat in his shot. He is a sniper.
You got Stevens up top. Spartans trying to go 1v1. That's number 17, Pastor. Pastor looking for a chance.
Mergler with a nice grab.
And Mergler gets it in. He does. So 3-0 is the score, and a nice pass from Pastor.
Little discussion with the referees. Yep, they're calling it a goal. Pretty goal by Mergler. Matt Mergler is, again, you can see that he has put some time in and gotten his stick skills going. I see a confident player there. Good for him. That was a nice top corner finish and snuck it past the goalie. And that makes the goal score now 3-0 North.
2 goals from Jones. Mergler adds 1. And those are some of the top scorers here for the Spartans. They've had most of the possession here. Hell's done a good job on the faceoffs, though. He's been battling.
Yes, he has. Comes down to the ground ball here.
Yeah, Will North is going to pick this up, and they do, and that's Chalmers. Chalmers, and he's hacked by Hale. But we're going to leave a timeout, and timeout Will North. All right, so 3-0 is the score. Coming up on Friday, we have another lacrosse game with the girls. It'll be the Willys Flames and Gowanda coming up at 7 o'clock on WNY Athletics. All right, so talk about a little bit about the history of you coaching. It's quite substantial.
Well, I appreciate that. Again, we want to be here bragging about the kids. I don't want to talk about
myself, I know, just a little bit.
Bottom line is it's been a privilege to be a part of the game, and the game has given us so much. And, it's so good to be here with you guys and be able to, spread the wealth of the sport through what you're doing here through Western New York Athletics. And, I get to watch my son, who played at North, graduated and went to Bonnie's. And long story short, I just am glad to be here helping out. But I will say, having the experience of traveling around the world and coaching, it's really the people that have made the sport so special. And it's a fraternity and sorority for the girls. And, we are so proud to be a part of it and be able to give back to it. And more importantly, I'm glad to be at this stage of it and be able to, contribute somehow to Western New York lacrosse. And, if we can continue to grow the game, and I think you and I were talking before, the game kind of had a roar going on. It kind of stagnant, but I think it's starting to roar back again. And it's great to see these guys out here pushing themselves, the coaches that dedicate themselves, and you guys helping to contribute here as well. So we are excited to continue this and move forward with that game. So I appreciate being here. I really would like to just continue to give back anyway, and I'm glad to be here.
No, it's great. It's a good opportunity, get the boys and the girls, their moment in all the sports that we do. So Will North has the ball. Gavin Kreutzer has it up top. Now it's down low to Parsons.
Looks like they put in a different set.
Parsons' pass is going to find the ground, and it's going to go to Mergler. Mergler had that third goal.
Good defense.
Yeah, that's Matt
But
Jones.
He got a penalty.
Jones shot, and as Jeremy said, a penalty for Lockport. That's going to be holding. And that's going to be number 34, Keegan Stevens.
Looks like it'll be a minute.
Looks like they put 30 seconds up.
on the board, sorry. So we'll see what North brings with the man up. I'd expect to see Mergler or Jones stepping into a shot.
Having to the outside looking to get it across. They do. Here's a shot. Now one's blocked. Rebound. And is it put in?
Off the back of the net.
Off the back of the net. Oh, it was so close. Mergler and Kreutzer had great chances on that power play. And Mergler had an open net, just fired wide. So Sean Sanford had the ball. Now they're going to get it up over to Nicholas Anzalone. Anzalone bringing the ball up over midfield.
And that penalty just released, so we're all even.
So it's a quick penalty, those 30 seconds, right? You get a good look first. Anzalone now down low. Lions trying to get their first goal of the game. Ball knocked off the stick. Logan went and had it for a second. Hard hit. And going down was Adam Molka. No call. There's Hunter Coakley. His pass goes off the stick of Logan Wolf. And Wolf was able to corral it in, covered by Brady Alexander. And they're going to get it up to Hunter Coakley.
Yeah, it's really nice to see the defense is really stretched out. They're making them play some tough defense. Got by him there, and they got the backup. So the first one to the end line, closest to the ball, wherever it leaves the field, the closest player to it will maintain possession. That's why Lockport got that.
And Anzalone had taken that shot. A good look for him. And we got a whistle. And a timeout from Lockport. Timeout for us. 3-0 Will North. We'll be right back.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
All right, welcome back to Lockport High School for Boys Lacrosse here on WNY Athletics. And a beautiful Wednesday early evening here. The weather just hasn't been the greatest, but it is today in the 50s, a cool breeze. So it's 3-0 Will North. Jones with 2. Mergler got the third. But Lockport did a good job killing that 30-second penalty.
They did, and it's nice to see right now they took a timeout, got their team organized. They want to try and punch one in here and get it down to 2 points and stop the momentum that North has created here. We'll see what they bring here. North has been playing very good defense. They're extended out. They're really pressuring the hands and doing a good job of negating that next pass where they can have success to get clean hands for a shot. We'll see what they bring. It looks like they're in a 1-3-2.
So Coakley has it. That Anzalone had the best chance and he just fired wide earlier. So Hunter Coakley gets by one defender, gets in the box. It's pressured out. Takes a backhanded shot, gets blocked. And Will North is going to get into their goalie's stick, and he's going to fire it up. And he's got a man open, and here they come. It looks like it's Molka.
Brady Alexander ate that one up.
Molka gets hit hard, and another penalty.
Yeah, he got hit from behind. That'll be a minute for sure.
So there's been a couple hard hits from the Lions here. This one's going to be a penalty. I thought there was one earlier that could have been called. So it said a minute. So that gives them plenty of opportunity to get that really good look, right?
Yes, the first one you were talking about was more from the front, but that was clearly from the backside. So that will be a push.
So just like in box lacrosse, it's about the body positioning where you hit someone, right?
Correct. Yeah, you can even be hitting from the side and the shoulder, and it can be considered behind, hit from behind. But that one clearly was from behind. So now they'll have a man-up situation once again, and some quick ball movement. And again, like I said, they're shooters. I would look for number 14 Parsons he's a sniper, and number 24 is just absolutely. These guys can shoot the ball. And you can see it in their scoring here. Matt Jones, number 24. One of these two is going to get an inside shot. But if they get a shot from the outside, I've seen Matt shoot this year, and he is not afraid to let him fly.
Anzalone got the penalty. It's a minute power play here for Will North. 3-0. There's a shot, a score. Nice fired shot here from Jacob Parsons, and it's a power play goal. And it's 4-0.
Yeah, Parsons, he can shoot. He extends his hands and really rotates his body, and he lets it fly. So he is definitely one they're going to have to watch and slide too quick and early, and not let him get his hands free because he is dangerous.
And how about Jones and Parsons and Mergler? Those are three guys we highlighted, and they all have a goal in this game.
Yes. Off the face-off, we have number 3 here for Alex
Chalmers.
Yeah, Chalmers, sorry. And
here's Coakley bringing it up over. About 2 minutes remaining here in this first. Both teams have called a timeout. That pass deflected, still in play. Battling for that was Logan Went. Went can score if he gets the opportunity, and it's taken away by Will North. They're pressured by Went. Another penalty here. This one's going to be in the offensive zone.
good move.
Yeah, Gavin Miller.
Miller turned, find the guy on the far side. Here comes the clear. Let's see what happens. They're going to march this up the field.
And Aiden Beeger has it. And set up. And the pass back is going to be finally controlled here from Pastor. Trying to do a give and go. Pastor has it. Pastor's shot goes wide. But there was a penalty.
Nice give and go there to Pastore. Good low shot, just a little bit wide. Put it on cage, and it, nice low shot though. I like that they're shooting down low. Those are high percentage shot, high to low. That's what we want to see from our shooters.
So it looks like we did have a penalty though. Yep. Number 30, Logan Wentz going to get the call.
It's a 1 minute penalty.
Yeah, another one. So that's the back-to-back here. That's their third power play of the game. They are one of two.
The last thing they're going to want to do is keep getting penalties. They've got to stay out of the boxes in any sport. If you don't have a full team on the field, it's very tough, and you tire your guys out through the extension of the game. And in that fourth quarter, you get more tired players, and more mistakes start to happen.
So the minute power play, already up 4-0. There's a good look and a shot and a goal. And looking at see the number here.
Looks like Mergler.
Mergler again.
Yep.
All right, so Mergler is going to get it and makes it 5-0, and that's Mergler's second of the game.
They did a nice job of moving that ball there, looking through. What you try to do in a man-up is you're trying to look for the diagonal passes, those through looks, which they found right there, and he's sitting on the doorstep. Very hard for a goalie to make that save when it's right on top of you, and Mergler just stuck it in there. Nice finish.
So Hale battling for the face-off. He's going to bring it in. Spins away from a defender. Pass cross field, and it's taken away by Will North. A nice steal by Chalmers. Chalmers gets hit from behind. Another penalty coming up. And another whistle in a slow-moving first quarter. That's going to be a hit from behind.
Yeah, Chalmers took that in the back. Good ground ball. Started running and just got a cross-check in the back. And here we are again. This is something they're going to slow down with. They're going to give him a 30-second technical push.
So back to the power play for Wool North, and they're going to start it with Parsons.
So in offense, what they want to really do in a man-up situation is quick ball movement and really get that defensive sliding and moving. And once that happens, more gaps and lanes open up, and they can really get that through look and look for that backside.
There's a give and go. That one just missed Gavin Kreutzer. But Will North still has the ball. Pass in front to Kreutzer, and finally brought in by Lockport.
Ten seconds.
There's a hard hit. No call is Mckee. And nope, they're going to see it. Yeah, Mckee leveled one of the Lockport players out there. So a power play coming up here for Lockport.
Yeah, the last thing you want to see as a coach is you're dropping guys and you end up in the penalty box. But that physical play is something that, coaches are going to promote. They want physical play, but you want to always play physically within the rules and make sure that from the front you never want to injure any players. But this has been a physical game with lots of hits for sure already. And how many penalties total?
I think we've got at least 4.
Yes.
I got at least 4. But Mko's going to get the minute penalty here. So with 4.6 seconds left in the first quarter and a few goals and a few penalties, safe to say. All right, so the end of the first, it's 5-0. Will North Spartans. We'll be right back on WNY Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
All right, welcome back here to Boys Lacrosse on WNY Athletics, live from Lockport. Joe Daniel, Jeremy Murphy here for a big game here in Class C. All right, so it's 5-0. A lot of penalties, though, in that quarter. And Will North finally took their first one. Lockport has to stay out of the box, though, right?
Yeah, penalties are just going to knock your team back. You've got to, persevere through those, which is a very big challenge when you're trying to, get back into a game. And right now, what they let happen that last at the end of that quarter is they held the ball, so they keep possession, and they're going to start this second quarter with possession in a man-up situation. So we'll see if Lockport can pull it up and knock one in the back of the cage.
And Lockport's going to get their first power play with a chance to cut into this lead from the Spartans. So they're going to be going left to right now. They're going to switch sides. Once again, goalies for Lockport, Dylan Martin and Gavin Miller here for Will North.
And they're going to try and get this ball quickly around to their goal scorers so they can get a good shot. Again, they're pretty wide here, and they're extending out on them. So you got the Spartans. Nice check there.
Yeah, Coakley gets stripped by Brady Alexander, and he's going to go forward here.
Nice play by Alexander, pushing it up, get the ball to the short stick.
Penalties at 30 seconds. Here's a shot. Oh, and a nice save. That one was from Jones again. So 24 seconds left, and looks like the Spartans can kill this here if they're smart.
Yes, and good backup by Parsons there, number 14. And what they'll try and do with 18 seconds left in the penalty here is just eat it and stretch it wide and eat the clock, bring it to 0, go all even. Because right now they're trying to double the ball extend out on him and get a turnover.
Mergler has it in the far corner. Penley is up, and his pass was kept in. Nice play from Parsons.
We're all even, and now the 6-on-6, and we'll see some one-on-one. He's got him beat.
Here's a good look, and a shot and a goal. And a nice look there from number 14, Jacob Parsons. He got in all alone. It's 6-0.
Made a nice little move, froze his defenseman, and just drove. And keep driving and finish. That's something he's always done very well. And we're at 6-0 with 10:50 to go in the second.
So Parsons gets his second of the game. And once again, Parsons and Mergler and Jones, 3 guys that we knew they were going to score, and they've all hit the score sheet today.
Yeah, we got to get Lockport has to get a win here on the faceoff, get possession, and try and settle the game down and get their guys to get some flow and get to the cage.
Hale's going to corral this one in.
Nice ground ball, nice faceoff.
As he's got Parsons on him, throws it on up. Nice catch, though, from Anzalone. And he's going to set stuff up here. Gets over to his brother, Christian Anzalone, now back up top. So Nicholas Anzalone and Christian Anzalone. I always love it when there's brothers on the same team. It happens more than you think. So here's Hale.
He's got him beat.
There's a shot. Oh, and a
Good
nice
save.
save. That was a great shot, though, by Logan Wolf, but Miller was there.
Gavin Miller was at great position in goal, saw it the whole way, was able to grab it, quick outlet, and look where they're at. They're coming upfield and attacking immediately.
And that's Jones who has it.
So they're trying to sub some players at the midfield here and get the players on that they want.
Gavin Kreutzer over to Mergler. Now behind the net. Trying to get that cutter in front. They can't do it, though. That's McDermott was in front.
If you're watching the game, we want to see not just the person with the ball. It's like, what are we doing without the ball?
Yep.
What are the guys off ball doing? Are they getting open? Are they presenting themselves to the ball, clearing space so that ball scorer can get into that space and finish? And that's something that North is doing very well.
Here's a
Mergler.
good look. A shot and a score. Mergler found some space in the middle, and he's on the board again. He took a shot, but Mergler gets another goal for today. His second.
So happy for Matt. He's worked very hard, like I've said before. It's so good to see his stick skills have gotten better, and he's definitely more confident. It was a nice feed inside there. That was a nice assist. The Spartans are clearly in control at this point. Again, if they can get a face-off, settle it down, and get a possession here, Lockport has, got to get one on the board here.
I apologize. That's Mergler's third. That's a hat trick for him. Let's throw the hats on the field. I love that I do that in lacrosse and hockey.
Throwing them on the rink.
Yeah, I always want to go to a game where they do that. I'll throw away a hat for that. All right, so Lockport's going to get the possession here off the foul of the face-off.
Looked like there was some early movement on the Spartans there off the face-off, which gave them a possession.
So Hale has it. And that's to Logan Wolf. Behind the net, Stevens. Nice shot. It was a good save by Miller. Nice crafty move from him. Logan Wolf has it. Now back up top. They're going to swing it. Yeah, Green and Anzalone up there with Christian Anzalone. Tough pass, and it's going to go out of bounds. Trying to find Keegan Stevens.
Spartans clear. Yeah, those long feeds, anything over 20 yards in lacrosse is kind of tough to make a successful feed, especially at this level.
It was good pressure. Ball's loose, taken away by Lockport. And that's Jason Green. Green stumbles. Ball's loose. And finally corralled in there by Logan Wendt. So even though the score's not going their way, Lockport's still playing tough. They're hustling.
They're trying. There's some big kids out there, too. I was watching. It's a nice little bull dodge there. Again, Miller seeing it the entire way. It's good. You want to look and try and get the ball shifting and pass it across. Get the goalie on the near pipe and push it to the backside for an easy layup. And that when you take a shot straight on like that, the goalie sees it the whole way he's set. So Gavin Miller with another nice save there.
Yeah, and that was from Logan Went. Went took a good shot. So they've gotten a couple good shots here. Good looks, but, Miller's, a very good goalie here. So there's a timeout, 7-0. So what's the difference between the rules of box lacrosse and outdoor lacrosse?
They're very different. The box game is obviously in a tight space, and the field game obviously very open, and you got to run. I know just from right now watching St. Bonaventure play, they have almost the second most Canadians on their team, and when talking to those Canadians, they're from that box game. There's some skills that they produce in those tight spaces, catching the ball in tight spaces and being able to get quick shots off and being really tough and rugged in there. So when they're getting dodged on and bull dodged, they can take it. They're taking heavy checks and great control and can catch it in those tight spaces. Out in the field game, when they transition, they got to get their legs. It takes a good year for those guys that come from that box game to get that change and shift and open their legs and get the wind in their lungs so they can run like a deer up and down the field. It's definitely a different game, but the skill in tight spaces in that box is something that is very, very complementary to a team having great success and great finishes. It's been fun to watch that, especially at St. Bonaventure with all those Canadians. They keep talking about it in the national news, and it's been fun to hear. But that's something that I've watched just from being around those kids in that team. Randy Murren's killing it down there. They're having a great year, 8-3 right now, and making Western New York extremely proud.
So back to live action here. 7:35 remaining. 7-0 for Will North. Off of the timeout. The ball's going to go back to Tyler Pastori. There's a 1v1 with Jake Stevens. Behind the net now. Matt Jones. Jones really strong with that stick. Thought he was going to shoot it. Kept it.
A nice double. They're doubling him.
Oh, and a nice save. That was a
save.
good look from Tyler Pastori. And a great save here for Lockport.
Very nice save right there. In tight, right in front. And I was able to pick that out of the air.
Yeah, Dylan Martin. I always am forgetting his name. But at least we did get it. So Martin with a big save there. Lockport trying to go forward here.
Probably push it to the goalie.
Yep, and the ball was taken away by Will North and with Miller. Nice steal there from Logan Went. Went's got a good look.
Nice
shot.
shot.
Oh, and a big save from Miller. He robbed Keegan Stevens.
Beautiful save by Gavin Miller and Cage there. And actually, probably one of the best attempts on Cage we've seen yet. Comes an outside shot.
Coakley's shot was blocked. Now it's back over to Logan Wolf. So, yeah, you said the best save. Lockport's getting some good looks here in the second quarter. 14 Keegan Stevens and Wolf, and back up top. That pass could be deflected.
That's over and back.
Oh, boy.
It'll be Spartan ball. As soon as they pass it and it goes past that midline, that's a turnover. They'll pick it up, blow the whistle right away, get it in play for a quick start.
So Hudson Coakley wasn't able to control that one. That's going to give the ball back here with Chase Ferrestato, and looks like we have a timeout.
I think that may be a
Is it a foul?
Turnover?
That looks like a turnover.
Yep.
We've seen a couple of timeouts, so no timeout here this time.
That's Lockport ball. They'll be clearing behind right by the north bench here.
So Coakley's pressured by Jones. Gets by one. Taking a couple hacks here.
That looks like an offsides.
It's Kyle Covilli. Pass in front. Deflected. And Miller's way out there. And Will North going to spin it here with 25, Joe Conde. And the ball's on the ground, finally controlled for a second, and Will North able to get it right back here with Adam Molka. Molka's got some space and some speed.
Good luck.
Pass in front. Oh, and he just missed Jones.
Yeah, I think the far official there may have missed a man-up opportunity.
That's the coach in you there.
Yeah, it is the coach in me. I see those little things, But North was riding quite well there. And good look.
There's Mergler. And Mergler's going to get chased around. Pass in front. And a
Nice
goal.
goal.
Nice cut from Pastori. And we've seen that with a lot of their goals, just cutting at the right time, getting that pass and putting it in. Tyler Pastori with the goal.
And that ball movement made that happen, that quick ball movement. Parjek to Pastori, that was a very pretty goal. That's the kind of goals as a coach you're looking for, the bang-bang goals, moving the ball quickly, and that makes it so that the defense can't react. Kids, have free hands and can finish. That was a pretty goal by Williamsville North.
So Pastori, who came in with 8 goals, gets his first of the game. And just we've seen great passing here from Will North with 5:05 remaining in the second quarter.
And I know Coach Boehm will be very happy. Coach Stas is the defensive goalie coach. Coach Boehm is the offensive coach. And, they work those kids really hard and really take pride in, ball possession and making sure that they maintain good passing.
And we do have a penalty coming up here for Will North. And let's see who they're going to give it to. Illegal,
Matt Jones.
Matt Jones. What's the proper term? Legal check from behind, right?
Yeah, I didn't quite see. I was looking at the other part of the field, but if it was a check from behind, yeah, again, it's that if it's from the shoulders back and they roll and rotate, it'll be a push from behind. If he had his hands extended, it's considered a cross check, and they're giving him a 30-second push, it looks like. 30 seconds went on the penalty.
So only a few opportunities on the power play here for Lockport, but they're going to get one here with Hale.
This would be a great opportunity to score a goal and just kind of good defense there, getting the sticks in the lane.
Coakley has it. And Anzalone has it now with 5 seconds to go in this power play.
Nice ground ball by Anzalone right there. It was pretty well played. Leans into the shot.
Yeah, went with a nice shot from far distance, but Miller saw it all the way.
And look at that outlet by Gavin Miller.
Here's Mckee. He can take face-offs too. Here's Jones. Nice save. And here they come with Lockport. Dylan Martin with that big save. And how about that? Who is that? Number 30, Mergler. Mergler going at it here with Anthony Malerno.
That's a push.
And let's get rid of a push, and it's going to be a Lockport ball.
Yeah, loose ball push isn't a penalty. It's just a turnover. The ball was on the ground, and that was the right call right there for sure.
Molinaro gets it on up to Hunter Coakley. Coakley's checked off the ball, taken away. Ooh, and a flag and a penalty.
And that'll be against North if it stopped play. They're going to say it's a hold, technical hold. I'm not quite sure Coach Boehm agrees with that. But he is up 8-0 and understands he may have gotten a yeah, so that's good, tough play. I mean, I'm watching Mergler make that play, and he's not afraid to use that big frame and check it up, obviously. These guys have been riding hard and making it very difficult for Lockport to clear that ball successfully. But in this situation, now we got a man up.
And Mokel gets the penalty. It's a 30-second. So good opportunity here with Lockport, with Stevens has the ball, and back down with Wolf and Stevens, now trying to left side. Ball's on the ground, controlled. That's Wendt. It's amazing how fast the 30 seconds goes, though.
It is. I mean, they're already down right now to 6 seconds. And that's why you got to, there's, in a minute penalty, you have certain plays, 30-second penalties, you bang that ball around quick, and you're looking for that layup or a good quality shot with 20, 25 seconds in so you can get possession.
So foot in the crease, just like the box lacrosse, can't do that. And a turnover here back to Will North. Power plays over. And here come the Spartans with the 8-0 lead with the 3-minute mark in the second quarter.
I believe that referee is Joe Smith, who's the former Bandit. It's great to see him out there in the uniform and supporting the referees because there's 3 teams on that field, of course, and the referees are very, very important to the vitalization of the game and maintaining the quality of game that we have in Western New York. And, of course, anyone that's out there, we'd love to get them involved.
And that was a nice pass in front to Parsons. He gets another one. And just finding that soft spot in front of the net. Will North has done that job here today, and they lead now 9-0.
Yeah, Matt Jones did a great job of pulling the pressure to him and just simply draw and dump lacrosse there. Draw the defenseman to you, dump it off to that open crease guy who can just that's a layup in basketball right there. So that's the kind of equivalent to that in lacrosse.
So where do you see Will North in the Class C with the other teams in the league? Are they the cream of the crop?
They're going to be in the mix for sure. I mean, this is, every team right now is trying to find their stride, find their rhythm at this stage of the season. You're trying to get your guys to flow. And, you want to get a team to peak in any sport at the right time. And I think if this team keeps working from what we're seeing, they got the shooters, they've got the goalie, good shot right there.
Yeah, Wentz had a couple good looks. Lockport's going to keep possession here. So even though they haven't scored, I mean, I know we've said it, but they deserve the credit here. Lockport's gotten the good looks, and Miller's come up big for them.
And you got the story of two programs here, too. You've got, North has been around for many years. And, back in, about a decade ago when Lockport was really fighting to start the lacrosse program, it was really fun to watch and be a part of helping the families that wanted to start this. And, it's so good to see lacrosse here at Lockport and on the field when they didn't have it, and we're pushing. And the community came together. They got in front of the board. They pushed, and then the athletic department opened it up. And it's just wonderful to be here in Lockport and watch a game. Nice shot.
Yeah, that shot went from Coakley. So Lockport again will have possession here. Under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 2.
Be nice for Lockport to punch one in right here. It would help them a lot, lift their spirits.
Went gets in front. Pass on the ground. Who's going to win this battle here? And finally control there from Hunter Coakley.
Nice ground ball right there. Maintain possession. Good look.
Hunter Coakley's pass intended for Schultz, still on the ground, and finally controlled here from Will North.
Donald Heim there got his stick on it. Number 5 got his stick on that passing leg. Made a nice knockdown pass there to give the Spartans possession.
There's 15, Matthew Harris, and gets it over to Jacob Parsons. Now there's a chance for Jones. Deflected. Ball's loose. Lockport has it, and they're going to try to go forward with it with Kyle Covilli. And they're going to get up as we approach 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Logan Went, a nice pass. Intended for Hudson Coakley, taken away from Will North. They're going to get it up. The ball's on the ground. Who wants it? And Will North is just going to get that here with Adam Molka. And the chance going to go wide off the stick of Matt Jones.
Yeah, North is doing a very good job defensively at just stretching, getting their sticks in the lanes, making everything difficult, not making anything easy for Lockport. Lockport is having to earn every feed right now, and this is a good opportunity here.
Here's one tough shot and a save by Miller. Well, North throwing it up here. Molko's trying to control it. It's deflected. Yeah, nice spin move by Jason Green. Green's going to go forward, gets it on up. There's Logan Wolf.
Malko's had a nice game so far. He's been agitating and getting in on those hands and making some plays, pushing the ball up the field.
6 seconds here. Here's Went. Went with a shot. He scores! With 0.9 seconds left, the leading scorer in this team, Logan Went, gets to the goal, and a big lift for them.
That was needed with 0.9 seconds, or is that 9 seconds?
0.9.
0.9 seconds. He pulled the trigger.
I was going to say, do they know how much time's left here? And they just got it off the nick of the time.
So they'll probably just get down here on the face-off and just clamp their sticks and walk off. But that was good for Lockport. Way to stick with it, persevere through some difficult challenges in the first half here to finally lift their score 9-1 going into the half. But that was exactly what they needed to do. That'll give the coach some spirit with the kids going into halftime.
And Wen, who had 9 goals and 17 shots coming to this game, he's had quite the few here in this game, gets that one. So a big morale boost for the Lions. So we've reached halftime. It's 9-1. Will North gets some goals. We'll go over the goals in just a few minutes, but we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back for a halftime report, and second half coming up in just a few minutes. You're listening to and watching Boys Lacrosse on WNY Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Our homes have become offices, gyms,
schools, and playgrounds. And at Western New York Immediate Care, we know you may need us now more than ever. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care physicians are trained to diagnose and treat most non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses. With 5 convenient locations open 7 days a week, help is never far away. Life has changed, but Western New York Immediate Care is still here for you.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
All right, welcome back here to Lockport High School for some boys lacrosse here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Just some news and notes. A girls lacrosse game will be played on Friday. WNY Athletics will be there. Gowanda at Wool East at 7 o'clock, so join us on Friday. Then WNY Athletics Day on April 30th. Still looking for some donations. It's a fundraiser for Depew coach Dennis Crawley. 8 games, 16 teams. Day starts with Depew against Gowanda. Other games, OP and St. Francis, concluding with St. Joe's and Wool East and Wool North Iroquois. The first ever WNY Athletics Day on April 30th. All right, so 9-1's the score, and it's been the big guns here for Wool North that score. We got Pastore, he's got one. Parsons got a couple. Mergler and Jones. How have they been so effective in this first half?
Well, they've been able to get their hands free. The ball movement has been quick. They've been able to get up the field in fast break scenarios, stretch them out, and try and push the ball through. They've had some beautiful quick goals through. And the basic thing they're doing well, too, is they're able to set up their man and beat them. Someone's got to beat someone in this game to make a slide occur so they can push that ball through. And right now, North has been kind of dominant on the faceoffs. They're dominating on some ground balls. But that last goal that was scored by Lockport hopefully lifts their spirits, and we'll see how this starts out in the second half.
So we got Francis back producing, Russ Battaglia on the camera, braving the chillier elements here, and Jeremy Murphy and Joe Daniel here, bringing you here today's game. So Hale looks like he's out there for Lockport again. This time he's going to be going against Joe Condi. So it's a little bit of a change here in the face-off circle for the Spartans.
Yeah, we'll see how this comes out. The wing play, you see the guys in the wing there. On the outside, you have the face-off guys, and then the two wing guys. What they're trying to do in the wings is get inside position on their man. So the two wing guys on the outsides will be looking to get inside position. So if the ball pops free, they have inside position on their man to scoop that ball up for possession.
And Jeremy, who are the officials today? We did forget to bring them up in the beginning.
Yeah, well, again, I cannot say enough about our officials. The NFLOA, Niagara Frontier Lacrosse Officials Association. The head official today is Craig Donnelly. The umpire is Robert Dorfline. And the field judge is Jode Smith. And guys that have been around the game for a while and contributing, giving back to the game for years. They were all talking about how we need more officials in Western New York. So if you're interested at all in any of that, you can get in touch with the NFLOA.com.org, I believe it is, and request to learn more about officiating. We need you.
So Will North is going to win that face-off. Ball's loose on the ground. Lockport takes it right back, and there's Hale.
Hale comes up with a good ground ball there.
Yeah.
He's a scrappy player. He's the one they're relying on for sure.
Covered by Fulster on the right side. Hale stops on a dime, drops it off to Wendt. Wendt's trying to go 1v1, is going to slow it down. And they got Logan Wolf out there, and Hale and Kyle Covilli trying to get a give and go there, and just missed him.
Yeah, that would have been nice. If he grabs that, he's right in front of the cage. It's just roll your wrist and push it to the net.
And there's a
illegal procedure.
Illegal procedure. You know what I saw? I saw the stick get knocked out of his hand. I thought it may be a slashing, but all right. So
maybe playing without the stick. If the stick goes down and you continue to play, that'll be an automatic turnover.
So Will North has the ball, the far left side of the field. It was Parsons. He's had a couple here.
North's probably going to slow things down a little bit and sit on the ball, stretch them, and make them come out and play and see what that gives them behind their defenseman.
Got Jake Stevens and Chase Ferrestato out there, back to Stevens. Hale's out there trying to play some defense on him. There's a low shot.
Goal.
And a goal. It found its way in. And the refs aren't doing a good job of signaling the goals, and the 10th goal of the game, and that's going to go to number 8, Jake Stevens.
Good for Jake Stevens. He committed, and again, like I was saying earlier, if you're shooting, you want to make sure you shoot high to low. The more the high percentage shots or a bounce shot. He shot that low and was sweeping across, taking a righty shot, and he went to that lower left corner. And it was well placed, and if you notice, it wasn't particularly hard, but very well placed, and they're up 10-1.
All right, so Hale again, the face-off against Condi, and Condi's definitely got the size on him. But Hale's done a really good job, and he's a really good face-off man as well. Has a pretty decent percentage. Going to win this one on the formation violation.
Yeah, he might have moved or didn't get set and moved, and that turned it over. And gave Lockport the ball, and here we go.
Yeah, Tyler Pastori has the ball, finding some space. There's Jones. Drops it off to Stevens. He's got a lane. Shot. Oh, just missed off. I'm sorry, Chase Ferrestato had that shot.
Nice low shot again to that corner. That gets inside of that pipe. That's very tough for the goalie to get down and make that save down low. Parzak with the ball on the far side.
And they're going to throw it around and
stretch it out a little bit. Mergler's got some size back there.
Yeah. And now Jones has it. Trying to find a cutter. Jones spin move. Jones.
Good check in the last second.
Yeah. Is that what happened to knock the ball out of his stick?
Check. Lifted his stick and lifted it over the bar. That was a nice move by Jones, an inside roll there.
And it could have been a shot if he didn't get hit, but Parsons was backdoor as well.
Yes. And he's a little slippery guy off the ball. These guys are doing a good job of finding each other.
And there's a low shot.
Nice save.
And a nice save.
Lockport has struggled to clear the ball. And the Spartans have definitely stretched out, getting that ball up successfully has been a challenge.
Loose ball. Logan Went has it. Went
he
gets
beat
by a
him.
defender. Went shot. Oh, and a nice save by Miller.
Yeah, Gavin made a nice cross-face save there. Up high, stayed on his pipe beautifully. Was able to make that save.
Miller's only allowed that one goal. He has been tested. Lockport's gotten some good looks since the second quarter has begun. Here's Beegler. He has it.
And again, the Spartans will probably strategically just kind of sit back and stretch them, make them come out and play, and try to take some of that clock and wind down the game.
Ball's now on a stick of Parsons. He's going to get it up top to Simbala. No rush. So if there's no rush, should Lockport be pressuring a little bit harder?
Well, this is where your argument came in before for the shot clock, because now, typically right now, North, if they're not advancing, you'll see the referees put their arms up in an L-type formation where you can stall. If they don't feel like they're making an offensive attempt at the cage, they will call a stalling call. That's totally they've gotten rid of that by having the shot clock, and which gives you 80 seconds, and that's another goal.
Another goal, and this time for Matt Jones. So Jones adds another one here. So really, is that at the ref's discretion, though, right?
It is, and that's where I think that that controversy comes in, because it can be very kind of.
It's deceiving if they're trying to move the ball forward.
Correct. So with the shot clock, it gets rid of all that issue, and
it could speed the game up in regards to offensive chances for both teams.
Correct.
Because there's more pressure.
Correct. So that's helped the game, and then the subbing game at the college level is a whole nother third of the game. It's just watching that college level ball play. You get your offensive guys on, defensive guys off, and then you go at it for a good 60 seconds, see where you can go. But if you don't get the shot off, it goes the other way.
There's a shot. No, off the goalpost. Oh, Pastore ripped that one. It had a lot of space.
Nice shot.
Anywho, Will North has the ball with Matthew Harris out there, and you got Jones, who has the ball now.
That's very tough for a goalie to from a short stick to a long stick. That's the advantage of a long stick. You get in there tight, it's hard to read that ball and the release point to the ball when it comes out of the stick for a goalie. It's very hard to read.
So Shimbala had the ball, now down low, Parsons, and swung around, back to Parsons.
Nice dodge.
Shot on a goal. Nice shot. That one was Gavin Kreutzer. So Kreutzer picks the corner low, and he gets a goal.
Little cross face there. First step. He got advantage, got his hands free, and took a nice shot to the far pipe. The goalie's on the near pipe. He put it right where it had to be. Good for him. That's a nice goal.
So Will North has gotten a lot of goals, getting in front of the net, nice pass and goes, but that one was a little far out. It was a great shot.
Yeah, it was an individual effort there. That was one just straight up. Again, you got to beat someone. When you beat someone, sometimes you get your hands free and the slide isn't there. If the slide's not there, you just keep driving to the cage and take the shot if you got it. If not, push it off. But he did a good job in finishing that.
So Hale wins another faceoff. He's been very strong in that today.
He is a workhorse, that's for sure.
Nicholas Anzalone now has the ball for Lockport as they go on the offense. Anzalone, shot. Oh, and a great save by Miller. He didn't know where that ball went. Anzalone with a great look.
Yeah, that was a nice, strong move, and he had it. That was just a beautiful save by Miller.
That pass in front, that one was going to Hunter Coakley and taken away. And here comes Will North on the offense. Finally controlled there from Jake Falster. Gets it on up. Oh, and a great steal.
Play.
That steal was from Anthony Molinaro. And that was almost another great chance for Will North.
And a flag went down. I think he may have gotten slashed.
Molinaro's shot's going to go wide. Jeremy set a flag here.
Yeah.
Now, he went about, 80 yards there?
He did. That was a coast-to-coast, we call that one.
Coast. Okay, so it's still coast-to-coast in lacrosse.
He looks a little winded there, but good for him. That was a good opportunity for him, and he just kept going. Again, no one came to him. He was able to pull through, and I got to be honest, if you see a big guy like that coming at you, You know, he looks like he's got some stride.
And he drew a penalty against Falstar. It's a minute power
Beautiful
play
play
for Lockport. Their first minute power play, a couple of 30 seconds. And they got that one goal from Wendt with .9 to go. So they're going to have a good look here.
It's a good opportunity for them. Just pull it out, relax a little bit, get everyone a touch, and, you know, see if you can get a quality shot of it. See if you got to play.
Yeah, Logan Wendt.
Push.
That's going to be a push. So they're going to still have possession here. He was hounded by Benjamin Matesic.
The Spartan defense is stretching out, so they're harassing the passer, and the next pass is they're doing a good job of getting it out, not making that an easy pass, even in the man-up scenario that they're in.
Wolf with a shot. It was saved by Miller, who has it. So caught that one right with the stick. Impressive.
Yeah, when you're watching goalies and you're seeing the goalies play, you want to see if they're getting, you know, the outside of the stick. And when we're warming up goalies, we want to tell them to make sure they, you know, try to hit it to the heart of the mesh of the goalie stick. And, you know, Gavin has done that. It's been, you know, putting it right to the heart of the stick. He's not hitting the plastic. That means they're seeing the ball well. And here it is at the other end of the field in a man-up situation.
Yeah, finally taken away here from Parsons. He gets it into Jones. Jones shot low. Ooh, just missed.
That's going down. Again, White was to the ball. That's a nice play by 1-6 there, getting to the end line first to give him the clear.
So the power play is over. Both teams had really good looks there.
Cole Gantz, number 16, winning that ball possession for them. Well played.
So here's Coakley trying to get around Parsons. Coakley still has it, gets by him.
The Spartan attack, too, has been riding well, making it difficult for them to have success getting it up the field. Good move by the coach, calling a timeout, get his guys organized. 4:34 left.
All right, timeout, and we'll take a timeout. 12-1's the score. We'll be right back on WNY Athletics.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
All right, welcome back here to Lockport High School for boys lacrosse here on WNY Athletics. Francis Beck producing. We got Russ Pataglia on camera. Jeremy Murphy here is on his first lacrosse game with WNY Athletics, and my fourth game that I've broadcasted, and this one's not a Section 5 or 6 championship, so it's nice. There's no pressure. If one team loses, their season's not over, and it's fun to watch because, you know, there's a lot of pressure for those championship games, isn't there?
There's a ton of pressure. Well, you know, it's tough when you are looking at your senior the last time they're going to put that jersey on. You're right. That's very tough as a coach. You're looking at those seniors. You want to give them a great experience, and the pressure in those games is intense.
I have a funny story. Francis remembers this. So we were in Rochester for Section 5, and I had to go to the bathroom really bad. I'm like, oh, my God, if they don't score really quick, Francis is going to be doing play-by-play. The team won the face-off, went right down the field, one pass and a goal. I was so thankful, and I was happy for them, but it is one of those stories I'll never forget doing lacrosse.
A very human story.
A very human story. And, of course, the bathroom was on the other side of the field. But all right, so 12-1, 4:34 remaining to go. Lockport just coming off a timeout.
And we'll see what they cooked up here. I think the coach did a good job of calling them, trying to settle them down. You see North stretching on them, and he's got the long pole, so he probably wants to get rid of it, get it to a short stick.
Yeah, that's Nicholas Anzalone who has the ball. Gets someone in front. Shot and a goal. And that one was fired in by Keegan Stevens. Went 5-hole. They finally get one by Miller. And a very nice job by Stevens and Anzalone. And it's 12-2, but Lockport gets a big goal.
Yeah, Stevens with the goal for Lockport there. That was a long feed. Nice turn, good finish. You know, those feeds that are long like that are challenging to get in, but they got it through there and were able to finish it on Miller.
And that's something that Will North has done a great job just protecting that middle. Lockport's tried that. It's one of the first times actually able to get the ball in that area.
That's correct.
All right, so Hale again. He's going to control this face-off. Going to run backwards. Hale gets knocked off. Jones has it. And it was a great defensive play by Walgross.
Mason Hall has been working his tail off for sure. He is definitely a workhorse for this team. It looks like he has just absolutely done everything he can do on that face-off.
Pistori and Jones out there, and they're going to get it back up top to Chase Veristato. There's Jake Stevens. Stevens going strong right side down behind the net. There was Mergler. 1v1, a shot. That was by Jones, and it's controlled by Parsons. Cutter, shot. Oh, and a nice save. Nice cut again by Pistori.
And it looks like we have a new goalie, number 31 for Lockport, who went in. He was on that pipe. He actually covered his pipe really well there.
And what happened here? It looked like I thought Will North was going to get the ball, but they gave it to Lockport. They did not get there fast enough?
Well, in that situation, it was a pass, and the pass went out of bounds. It wasn't deflected, so it'll be the opponent's ball, which ends up being Lockport. See what they do on this clear here. Again, the riding team right now is the Spartans, and they're doing a pretty good job of pressuring and locking guys off all over the field, so it's not an easy pass. They're really making Lockport work for everything. Lots of pressure.
Finally controlled by Hudson Coakley. Coakley gets it up, able to get it through, and is going to roll to Miller.
You can see the coaches are getting other players in and trying to really extend their team here. This is a good learning experience when you get down like this, and it's good to see coaches doing that and giving the experience to help grow their program. Commend the coach for doing that here, especially first-year coach. When you're trying to build a program, it takes time. You know, you got what you got from the school, and you're trying to build and get kids excited about the sport, and they've done that pretty well here at Lockport.
Here's Kreutzer and Jones on the left side, and the ball's going to go around the net to Parsons. And then back up top.
Ciambella with the shot, number 21.
Low shot, and it's going to stay here with Will North. He's got a good shot. He's had a couple good looks.
Yep. Is that Mergler, or that's Jones with the ball right now. And again, at this point of the game, with up 12-2, if you're the winning or the team that is in the winning position, you again stretch the field. You keep making attempts because you can't stall the ball and sit there, or you'll get the stalling call. You got to keep it in the box, and North is doing a pretty good job of, it's continuing to attack here.
A low shot from Jones, going to go wide. Still Will North ball with 1:32 remaining to go in this third quarter.
Good backup by Mergler there.
So Jacob Parsons will bring it in.
Yeah, Parsons is a player like Jones. I think we're going to see them at the end of the year. They'll have some honors. And again, like I said, Mergler, it's good to see him emerging.
Here's Parsons behind the net, trying to get in front. They do, and just could not control. It looks like we have a penalty coming up, as Brendan McDermott had a good look, but he got hit from behind.
Spartans will maintain possession with 1:12 remaining.
See, that was close. That could have been a flag, but there wasn't. So just a normal foul.
The ball was loose. If he had possession of the ball, that might have been a penalty.
So Anthony Cimbala here, who has it. Kreutzer now has it with Jones. A 1v1, tough shot.
Good back
from
up.
Parsons. Jones fighting through three, still has it. Backdoor cut, shot, scores. Oh, you can see that coming here from Mergler and Jones. They just saw it, and it was a beautiful pass backdoor.
Yeah, Mergler made a nice through, but something happened there. I believe they called that a no goal.
He might have had his foot in the crease. Too good to be true. It would have been a great goal from Mergler.
It was a really nice look by Jones, too.
So 12-2 still to score, 25 to go.
And here they go on that clear again, trying to clear it, but the pressure of the Spartans locking everyone off all over the field, so there's no one free to just push the ball to. Makes it very challenging to get the ball up the field, and they've dominated that the entire game.
So Molko's got it with under 10 to go. Here's Parsons. And they were trying to get a good look here, and just still too high for Benjamin Matesic. So that's going to do it for the third quarter. 12-2 is the score. We'll be right back on WNY Athletics.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
All right, welcome back here to Lockport High School Boys Lacrosse. Will North Spartans and the Lockport Lions here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon. Jeremy Murphy, Joe Daniel here. We got Francis Beck producing, Russ Pataglia standing outside. But hey, it's a nice day. We do have a flag thrown. Was it by accident?
Nope, that's probably, they stick check every time out and quarter change, they stick check. And when they stick check, if there's an illegal stick in any way, the width of the stick, the depth of.
Nope, so the Lockport's going to get a power play here.
So he won't be able to use that stick for the rest of the game. It has to sit on the sideline, and he'll have to get a new stick. And I believe that's going to be a 2-minute penalty, non-releasable, which will give Lockport the ball, no face-off, and they'll be man up for 2 minutes.
And Jeremy, right off the bat, we didn't get a face-off, and there's a penalty. So, so when the stick is not kosher, what happens there? Is this an accident by the player? I mean, it's not intentional, obviously.
It's not intentional, but the player is responsible. The coach, I know Coach Boehm is not going to be happy about that, and the team may do a couple extra laps and running, sprints, whatever it is. But, yeah, it's the player is ultimately responsible to check their stick, make sure it's the proper depth. They can't see the anything between the ball and the plastic, and it has to be a certain depth and length. And obviously there was a violation there, which will give this man up to Lockport.
So that penalty was to Brennan McDermott as Logan Went battles for it here on the left side. And that one was Hunter Coakley got hit. It's taken away here by Will North.
It looks like he just slashed him in the back there. That'll probably be they'll be all even, 5-on-5. It's kind of a wasted opportunity for Lockport.
Yeah, and that was Malko who had it, had brought it over the midfield. So, well, it went for about 39 seconds, but we're going to go back to being even.
Yeah, they'll be even for 1 minute, and then Lockport will still have that unreleasable for 21 seconds. They'll be man up when all of this releases still.
Yeah, and Logan Went is going to get the penalty. One of the 2 goal scorers here, Went and Stevens, got both goals here for Lockport.
A little frustration and late in the game, you're down, trying to make a play, and you know it sometimes happens. Got to control your stick, and you know it's just the way it goes.
Just a reminder: Friday we'll be back on here on WNY Athletics for girls lacrosse. Gowanda taking on Will East at Will East, 7 o'clock. I'll be on the call. Francis will be there as well, and hope you join us on Friday. Hopefully the weather is just as nice as it is today. That sun feels good when you haven't seen the sun in a while, I'll tell you that.
And being an Irishman, I think I'm getting a burn from inside this booth. You know, so yeah, it's definitely beautiful. I'm so happy to see the sun out today.
Yeah, and let's not forget about WNY Athletics Day, Baseball Day on April 30th. Still looking for donations and fundraiser for Depew coach Dennis Crawley. 8 games, 16 teams. Day starts with Depew against Gowanda. Other games, OP and St. Francis. Finishes it off with St. Joe's and Will East and Will North and Iroquois. So please join us. It's going to be a great day of baseball. Hopefully the weather is just as nice as it is today.
Well, they're trying to figure out what's going on. It looked like a non-releasable penalty. They gave him a 2-minute penalty for the flagrant foul, and just in other words, he wasn't making a play as it was pertaining to the game. He was reacting, and so they gave him that extra minute, which is 2-minute flagrant foul, non-releasable. So Spartans will start with the ball, and they will have a man up once that 121 penalty winds down here.
And that's Jones. He's got a few goals today. Their leading goal scorer came in with 23.
They're 5-on-5 right now, all even. They're probably just going to eat the clock. And
there's Chase Veristato. Gets by one defender. Veristato's shot deflected. Jones is out there, and he should still be Will North's ball, and it is.
That's one thing as a coach, that backup. They don't back up that cage. That is one thing that will, curdle your skin. And something, when you watch the replay, it gets you very upset.
It was a good shot by Harrison Brown, but
nice save.
A great save. That pass almost stolen away. It's still deflected. It's still loose. Can Will North get it? They do. And that's a great job by Tyler Pastore staying with it. He's covered by Hunter Coakley. Pastore has it. And slow it down. Nope. Pastore's going to turn. His shot just goes wide. Jones keeps it in.
Yeah, they're just going to kind of let this clock wind a little bit, bring it down.
There's Mergler. I believe they have to go forward here. Mergler drops it off. There's a chance shot. Oh, and a great save. That one was ripped by Tyler Pastore. And, Lockport, since they switched their goalie, he's done a great job here, number 31. And we do apologize. We don't have his number listed. This is from the Section 6 website for Lacrosse. We do apologize. But nonetheless, a great save by the Lockport goalie. Molinaro brings it on up. Here's Hale.
Got him open in the crease.
Tough pass, though.
Yeah, that's a tough grab on the inside. Good play. North has taken out Gavin Miller.
And it's Braden Peters.
Yep. Good for him getting run. It's good to see the coaches doing that, kind of rolling over players. Again, building the program up, giving these guys the confidence they need. And both coaches have been rotating guys in and out, which is nice to see. Mergler with the ball. Everyone's even 6-on-6, both penalties released.
That's 17. Tyler Pastore gets by Hale. Pastore drops it off, and it'll be a Lockport ball.
Unselfish play by Pastore there. He could have driven and dropped his shoulder in, and typically as a coach, if you're that close and you're driving in and take that shot, you're in a good position right in front of the goal. I would have told Pastore if you'd shot that, it was a good shot.
So that's Cole Gantz who's bringing up the ball.
Again, if you look at the defense here, this is the clearing team is in white, Lockport, and the Spartans have just made it really tough to clear the ball for them today. Pressuring them all over the place.
Gantz to Hale, and there's Logan Wolf. Behind the net is Keegan Stevens. Here's Wolf. He's had a pretty good year. He's put up some goals here for the Lions. Wolf lost it. Hale had it, and he's going to throw it away. Oh, it's going to go right to Lockport's Savino backs. And the pass finally taken away here by Will North. Nice little move by Matasic. He's got some speed with that long stick. He's covered by Nicholas Anzalone.
Nice clear by Matasic. Ben is such a good kid. I've had the privilege of coaching him. He's going to end up being one of their top players for sure.
And a penalty is going to be coming up, and looks like it's going to go against Anthony Molinaro. But the possession here still with Will North.
Ian Mckee, number 4, carrying the ball. Takes a lot of face-offs, does a lot of work on the defensive end as well. D. Mitty, done a really nice job today.
Tyler Pastore with the shot, and here comes the call. So 30 seconds on Molinaro. So Will North will go back to the power play.
Yeah, technical push there. Just get a little over anxious and trying to make the ball, and that little push can cost you. Not sure how many penalties, but there's been a lot of penalties today. And again, at this point of the game, you get a little tired, worn down, and I think they're going to push the ball around and look for a quality shot here somewhere at the end of it.
A lot of players getting those opportunities that you said. We're seeing a lot of new names here with 7:22 to go. Great opportunity to get out here in a varsity game.
Harris.
Here's a shot. A nice scores. Matthew Harris gets the power play goal. Beat him stick side, and it's 13-2.
Number 7, Folster with that assist. That was a nice little push. And Harris working hard and earned himself a nice goal today. Good for him.
So Harris from distance gets the goal. And a great opportunity. Like we said, these players who might not get a lot of time in the closer games, but you get a goal like that, it builds your confidence.
Absolutely. And, it just fills the field. You see them on the sideline. These are the guys that work hard. You get your starters out there. You're starting basically 10 on the field, maybe 10, 15 guys really get to play. And these guys are working hard in practice, too, and it's good to give them that release. Happy for him. Nice goal by Harris.
So Hale won the faceoff. Well, for a second against Peters. He beat Condi, too, and he's done a great job against everyone he's faced. But Will North has this ball. There's a chance and a great save. Great look from Molka.
Molka definitely wants that shot back for sure. That was a nice save. Hit the goalie in the leg there.
Battling for that loose ball. Who's going to pick it up? Still no control. And finally controlled by Hudson Coakley.
And here comes Hale. Ball's out. Oh, that's a push.
Yeah, Hale gets knocked over and a push. Yep, good call. Oh, no, it's going to go the opposite way.
Yeah, I think they called that on Hale. He got a little anxious there to get that ball, extended his arms and pushed off. Player fell, and they pretty much call that every time.
So Will North has the ball. Anthony Thomas down over there. There's Chalmers.
It's just so good to see lacrosse. I'm so glad to see a nice day here, see these guys out in Section 6. Lacrosse has been fun to be a part of from my standpoint. And like I said to you before, it's about all these great people that have made the game and, the coaches that dedicate their time. They spend more time with, your kids than you do during the season. And, it's so good to see the level of play getting where it's going here in Western New York.
It was Ian Mckee with that shot just a second ago. It was a nice save again by Lockport. Loose ball trying to be controlled by both teams, still on the ground. And finally, for a second, Lockport had it. Just a good battle here with 5:20 to go. Will North finally gets the ball up. And it's finally controlled by number 19, Brady Alexander. And Alexander gets it up. And it's taken away by Lockport.
Yeah, at this point of the game, it can be a little tough sometimes. It gets a little sloppier. You get the kids that they're a little nervous. They've been watching the first few quarters. Now they get out there and they're trying to make plays. They're trying to do something. And, so it gets to be a little bit sloppy sometimes. But that's how they learn. That's what you do. You put them in and let them go. And here comes a fast break situation.
And here comes Thomas, his pass, and be caught behind the net. Chance in front. Loose ball, and finally controlled by Lockport. So a couple good looks here late here in this fourth.
Good look upfield.
Yep, they're going to get up
Can't connect. And
well, that was almost
Spartans, yeah.
what the Anzalone. So Welgoss has it.
That was a good. He dropped his head. He could have been pushed out of bounds. He did step out of bounds, but he did drop his shoulder there and pound through it, and they almost got the edge.
Well, with 4:15 to go here, 13-2. Talk about just how the Section 6 and lacrosse has grown over the years.
Well, a lot of people don't remember the name John Faller. John Faller was a key name in the game of lacrosse here in Western New York. He started lacrosse, Section 6 lacrosse in 1980, And ever since 1980 was a foundation, and we lost John a couple years ago. And he and Ed Greenway, Eddie is the current Section 6 chairman. Both have contributed a tremendous amount to the area and lacrosse, and just Stephen Hens from Amherst. You've got all the orchard parks. St. Joe's has been doing incredible. There's so many programs that have been just flourishing, and there's ups and downs, but they're consistent, and these guys give themselves, their lives to it, and their families, and it's been just a privilege to be able to step in and be a part of it with these men and women that have contributed to the games. And I got to give a kudos to all those wives out there too, like my wife, when Kelly, when she was, I'm coaching, I'm gone, I'm not around, and there's 3 kids at home. That's challenging, and a lot of these families have to balance that. So it's a family game, and again, it's been a privilege to be a part of here in Western New York.
So Lockport did take a penalty, Sean Sanford, for holding. As we have 3:30 remaining here in this fourth quarter, Will North has the ball, the far left side of the field, and that is with Benjamin Matasic. He is covered by Jason Green behind the net.
They're probably going to just sit on the ball here a little bit and take some clock, and but they're still going to the cage. They've still got to make those attempts. And again, these are the kids that have been working hard in practice and get a nice shot off like that. He sinks that. He's happy as a clam for the rest of the day.
Yeah, Ryan Weiss. That was the Jared Schmidt. Now here's a good look. Knocked out of his stick, staying with it, hit from behind. Weiss hit the ground.
That'll stay Lockport ball. Or stay Spartan ball, excuse me.
You're not allowed any mistakes. You know that now, right? Being up in the booth.
Hey, I'm the rookie.
That's okay.
Here for sure.
No, trust me. I make plenty of mistakes on accident with names, and I apologize, but we do our best. So Ryan Weiss having the ball.
I really appreciate you guys having me. This has been a privilege, and I hope that, Western New York Athletics, I appreciate you being here and highlighting lacrosse. It's fantastic.
Here's Jason Green carrying the ball over. He gets it up.
Oh, boy.
Christian Anzalone has it.
Wide open.
There's a pass. Oh, and it just went off a little wide here, trying to hit Zachary Kennedy. And it'll be Will North ball.
And you see the coaches still coaching no matter what. They're still working hard. It doesn't matter if it's the second, third, fourth line. They're still pushing those kids to get better. And as a coach, you can see everything. And you want your kids to get better and build your program. And that's what both these coaches are trying to do.
And a whistle foul goes against Lockport. So it'll be Will North ball.
I know Coach Bain works hard with his North kids in the offseason. Coach Stas, they're all really working hard, try and build this and keep this, maintaining it going. They've been consistent every year. North is always in the mix, and Lockport itself, I know that you can see the determination in the coach here trying to get this team and program to build, and a lot of excitement here in Lockport. I hope they continue. Beautiful facility, by the way. I mean, this is gorgeous.
So Weiss has it, gets it over top to Aiden Beeger. And that ball's going to go wide. So it'll be Lockport ball, 1:40 to go here. 13-2. Game's been a little bit tighter here in the second half as Will North got off to a big lead early. And that's number 9, Christian Anzalone, who has it. Anzalone's going to get it over up top. Trying to get Hale. And last touch, let's see who it's going to go. And it'll be Will North ball. And it's Ian Mckee who has it, covered by Alex Krieger, and finally getting it up top. And bringing it over is Harris. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Oh, no, sorry. I just think Ian Mckee, he's definitely a hard-working kid. He can run like a deer up and down the field. But he's right here. Oh, be careful.
Anzalone, who has it. It's behind the net.
See if Lockport can stick one here in the last minute.
Shot. Oh, and a great look. Oh, that would have been great by Krieger. And a great save by the backup goalie. So 40 seconds to
Here
go.
we go, 30 seconds-ish. And
It's Beeger who has it. Beeger's shot will be deflected and saved. So under 30 seconds to go. And it's Tyler Curry who has it. And that pass off the mark, taken away by Will North, is 10 seconds to go. So one final push here for Will North. And the ball's just going to roll into the front of the net. No harm, no foul. And that's how this game's going to end here. As Will North got off to that great lead. They were up 9-0 at one point. Late goal from Wendt in the first half. Just a few goals in the second half from Stevens, Jones, and Kreutzer and Harris. But Mergler had a couple. Jones, he got off the great start with the 2. And just, it was a sound game by Will North. They got off to a great start. Their big guns showed getting those goals, and they get the win.
yeah, now and it's just one to grow on. You go one game at a time. You'll take the positives, the negatives, and grow on it. And the coaches go back to the drawing board, both teams. And, they'll take it to the next level and, be ready for the next game in a few days.
And from Lockport, yes, they lost 13-2, but it didn't feel like a 13-2 game when it was all over. I thought they played a pretty decent second half. I mean, they started getting good looks in the second, third, and fourth quarter. They just didn't score on them. I thought their game got better as the game went on.
They did, and the Spartans put a lot of pressure on them. They persevered through. And Lockport, for sure, I give them a lot of credit for they didn't stop playing at any point of this game. I give Hale a lot of credit. He is a workhorse off that face-off. And the goalies themselves took a lot of shots and made some nice saves.
So player of the game for Will North, Matt Jones and Hale, Mason Hale, who just was outstanding in the face-offs no matter who he faced. He faced a couple of Will North guys. He's going to get the player of the game for Lockport. So before we go, just a reminder, we'll be back on Friday night for girls lacrosse. Gowanda at Will East at 7 o'clock. I'll be on the call. Francis will be there as well. With WNY Athletics Baseball Day, April 30th, 8 games, 16 teams. It's going to be a great day at Niagara Falls. So for Russ Pataglia and Francis Beck and Jeremy, your last name again, I apologize.
Murphy. No,
Jeremy Murphy. I'm Joe Daniel. Hopefully you enjoyed a beautiful day and a great game of boys lacrosse here in WNY Athletics.
Even the most prepared moms experience the unexpected. When you do, we're here for you.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.